Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my top favorite products for dry lips. I do have a couple of products here that I'm not the biggest fan of, but majority of what I have to show you today is basically some of my, holy grail lip products that I think if you are somebody like me who suffers from dry lips, I honestly think these items should be part of your collection because for me, they have just been a total lifesaver. So if this sounds like something you might be interested in, then please keep on watching. Okay, so to start off with, I think we'll jump into the balms first. So the first one I have here is by Nivea, and this is the Repair and Protect Balm. It's SPF 15, and this one I get a lot of use out of. So this is one of the ones that I have, on my nightstand or in my wallet or bag, wherever I might be going throughout the day. I always try and keep one of these on me just because I feel like I love the fact that it's got the SPF in it. B, because I really do feel that it does really nourish and help protect your lips and keep them nice and sort of moisturized. The next one that I have that does a very similar thing is by Blistex, and this is the Deep Renewal formula. So this is also SPF 15, very similar sort of tube. And again, this is one of my absolute holy grails. I love, love, love this one. I actually think out of the two, the Blistex would probably be my most favorite. It does have a bit of a tingling sensation, as most Blistex products that I've used I find do. But yeah, I really, really do enjoy it. I do definitely feel like it, makes that moisture sort of last in your lips that little bit longer. Yeah, as I said, as a ritual, I have it on my nightstand and I always put it on before I go to sleep at night. Okay, so the next one I have is by Carmex. Now this one, it's got this cute little unicorn on it. This was a limited edition packaging, but the Carmex is the good old yellow and red packaging that I'm sure you'll know. And this is what it looks like inside. So look, I love this one. I think that this one in particular is very, very good. Particularly if you're having one of those days where you're feeling like your lips are really, really dry, this one here, I feel like you can't beat. It's so, so good. Really puts the moisture back into your lips. Also, it's SPF 15, which I think is fantastic. So yeah, they are probably my absolute go-to holy grail for balms. The next one that I have to talk to you guys about is by Burt's Bees. Now this is in the strawberry flavor. I actually recently got this in a, I almost said BoxyCharm. I recently got this in a Bella Box subscription. So if you've not seen those videos before and it sounds like something you might be interested in, I'll just chuck it up in the cards now for you to check out. But so I have only recently started using this one. So far I am impressed. I do think that it is nourishing. I don't think that it lasts as long as say what the Blistex or the Nivea does, but having said that, it does the job pretty well. If you're somebody who doesn't mind, reapplying it throughout the day on a regular basis, then I think this would be, this would be just fine. But yeah, so it's not my most favorite, but at the same time, it does work and I do enjoy it. So yeah. Okay, and finally for my prepping, so I have this oil from Fasali. So I originally got this oil for my face and I've started putting it on my lips more and more and more. So this is the Rose Gold Elixir 24 karat beauty oil. So you've probably seen this all over Instagram, looks like that. But yeah, so I really, really like this product. It's very, very nourishing. The oil in it is absolutely beautiful, actually. I like to put it on before I do any of my makeup. I like to put it on my lips first. And what I find is that when you're doing your foundation, it sort of prevents your foundation from sort of tacking onto your lips, which is always good because the second that happens, and if you naturally have dry lips like me, it just dries them out even more, and it's just annoying to have to wipe it off and all the rest of it. So yeah, I do really like that product for that exact reason, and also too because I do find that it is really nourishing, and the oil really does, it doesn't just sit on the lips, it really does seep into them, and yeah, overall makes them feel a lot more moisturized and comfortable right before you go ahead and put on any other lip products. So really, really do love that oil, and I highly recommend it to anyone. Okay, so next up we have one by Glam Glow. So this is such an interesting design. I really like it actually. So what you do is you twist it and it pops up just like that. So I really liked the wand. I thought it was quite unique. I like the design of this very, very much. You had the option of getting a satin finish or a matte finish with this particular gloss. I suppose it's more of a balm than a gloss. But basically what this is it's supposed to plump your lips, put more moisture back into them. I don't like it. Don't get me wrong, it definitely has that tingling sensation for, you know, when you're putting a lip plumper on. Definitely has that tingling sensation, but I don't necessarily feel like my lips are otherwise any more moisturized than normal if I was to use any of my other balms. And I don't necessarily think it does that great of a job of plumping them up either. So this one was a bit of a fail for me, but I did think I'd just mention it just so you guys are aware that in case you might have been looking at this product, I personally have tried it and it just wasn't my favorite for me personally. So yeah. Next up we have some oils, colored oils from Rimmel. So this is what they look like. I love, love, love these products. These are amazing. So you have, they're called Oh My Gloss and they are a oil tint, they're a tinted oil. So they're the swatches right there. They are so pretty. They are, you know, for an oil, I think they're quite pigmented. And, you know, I really, really like them for if you're having a day where, you know, you don't necessarily want to put on a hot, you know, a lipstick or something like that on. You just want something light. These are amazing for that. Really, really good for it. And the only thing I will say that I find with them is that they probably don't last as long as what I would like. So I do find myself reapplying these on a fairly regular basis. I'm going to say maybe every 2 hours or so I would find myself reapplying them. So, you know, as far as that oily finish, that sort of glossy, moisturized finish, probably doesn't last as long as what I would like. But having said that, you know, I picked every single one of these up on sale and they sent me back something like $8. So, you know, for the sake of $8 and reapplying it a couple of times, I don't mind that at all. I think, as I said, the pigmentations is fantastic in my opinion. I think the color selection is really, really nice. I think that it does the job really well and it doesn't have that really, you know, when you're wearing a gloss or an oil and sometimes it has that weird sticky sort of feeling and, you know, or if your hair blows in your face and your hair gets stuck into your gloss, that kind of thing. Doesn't do that at all. They're really, really comfortable to use. And yeah, I definitely think they do put some moisture back into your lips throughout the day. So I would definitely recommend these to anybody with dry lips or anyone who's wanting to use a colored oil in general. These are fantastic. Next up, I have some tints. So I've got, this one here is the lip tattoo from Dior. So this one here, they have a whole bunch of different colors in the range. And I have to say, I really, really like the lip tints, or the lip tattoos in this particular range. I find that they are long lasting. And in a really weird way, the color is just so beautiful. In a really interesting way, they're quite moisturizing, which is a weird thing to say about a lip tint because obviously lip tints, they dry down and that's the whole idea is they stain your lips. So it is interesting that, you know, it doesn't, for me, I don't feel like it leaves my lips feeling particularly dry or anything like that afterwards. I find that quite often I can go ahead and apply, say, my Blistex over the top, still have the pigmentation there, and you know, it's really comfortable to wear throughout the day. So yeah, definitely recommend the lip tattoos by Dior. Also, these ones here from Tony Moly. So these are this one here was, I think, from the Satin range. So these are just his lip tints. This is the one in the HD range, I think it is. Lip Tone Get It Tint HD. So yeah, again, these I really, really enjoy. They are a stain, so yes, they do dry down, but my goodness, these stain really, really well. And I find any lip balm that you put over the top goes on really, really well. Doesn't sort of destroy the stain that you've created underneath, which is always good. And they're actually quite, surprisingly, they're quite nourishing. So yeah, and very pigmented. So I really, really do enjoy those particular brand of lip tints for drier lips. I think they do the job really well. I'm just going to show you, as you can see, like, they were on for all of like 2 seconds. They stain really well. And I used a makeup wipe then as well. So you can imagine that if that's what a makeup wipe can do, a little bit of lip balm isn't going to do too much to them. So that's why I think they're just such a fantastic product. Okay, up next we have some lipsticks. Now these have only recently been released. These are by L'Oreal, and these are the Color Rich Shine lipsticks, and I have to say I have a couple more of these actually as well. I love them. I love the pigmentation in them. I love the how comfortable they are to wear, and on top of all of that they have this beautiful sheen that is just stunning, and it is so nourishing to your lips and so comfortable to wear. I'm just obsessed with them. I think they are absolutely fantastic, and I would recommend them to anybody and everyone. If you live in Australia, hold out, because they are sold at Chemist Warehouse, and quite often they're not. Chemist Warehouse have, you know, 50% off all cosmetics and 40% off selected brands. So it's always worth waiting to pick them up, I think, on sale, because otherwise they retail for about the $25 mark. But to be honest with you, I do think that they're worth it, because they are very nourishing and yeah, really comfortable to wear throughout the day. Okay, next up we have a lip gloss by It Cosmetics. It's nice and pigmented, so it does have a good amount of color to it. Very pretty pinky color. So the color itself is actually called Pretty in Pink, which I think is quite fitting. And it's also one of my favorite 80s movies. That's it there. Absolutely stunning color, and you know what, it is so comfortable to wear on the lips. It's, as I said, it's very nourishing, and that's what I really look for, because more often than not I do have dry lips. I more often than not have dry skin as well. Goes without saying, I'm sure. So yeah, anything that I'm going to be able to get some nourishment out of, and you know, where they're going to feel comfortable throughout the day, is what I ultimately look for. And of course, you want something that doesn't feel tacky, that's not going to, you know, where your lips aren't going to stick together and your hair's not going to get caught in it and all the rest of it. This is one of the best lip glosses, pigmented, like colored lip glosses I have ever used. So I would recommend the It Cosmetics glosses to anybody and everyone. They are absolutely fantastic, and I don't think they're talked about enough, to be honest. Next up, so if you're after more of like an actual, you know, nourishing lipstick similar to the ones from L'Oreal, this one here is by Stila. So this range is called, so this is the Color Balm lipstick. So this one, I have to say, it's very, like, these are interesting. So they have that sort of, you know, if you put a lip plumper on, they do feel like it has that sort of plumping, sort of tingling sensation. That's just the swatch of it there. Beautiful color as well. Love that color. So yeah, it has like, when you first apply it, it has like a tingling sort of feel sensation to the lips, but then that sort of goes away, and the moisture that is left over is just so good. I absolutely love this particular range for that exact reason. Again, you know, I'm somebody that, as much as I love liquid lips, and I love liquid lips, I have so many from so many different brands, I'm obsessed with them. But more often than not, I'm always having to apply some kind of gloss over the top, or, you know, basically I can get away with one day of, you know, having a really good liquid lip day, and then for the rest of the week I'm stuffed because my lips have dried and they've cracked and it just looks terrible. So if you're somebody who is after something that has a decent amount of pigmentation, like a liquid lip or just like a normal lipstick, these ones from Stila I think are really worth checking out, because again, they do leave your lips really nourished and moisturized. Finally, we have this cute little one from Pixi. So this is the Shea Butter Lip Balm. So these are really pigmented. I was quite surprised. I wasn't expecting this at all, to be honest. But yeah, these have a lot of pigment to them, unlike, you know, normal balms, which don't have pretty much any pigment to them at all. So yeah, that's the color, that's the swatch right there. Really pretty color. And, you know, again, it's really comfortable to wear on the lips. It's very nourishing as well. I think I've said nourishing like 20 times in this video, so I apologize, guys. Oh dear. But it's true. It's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it does. So, and I think that's what you want when when you're buying a lip balm. So yeah, they would be some of my top recommendations for really good, nourishing, there we go again, lip products. I highly would recommend any of the ones that I've just mentioned. And finally, guys, I have these lip scrubs from Jeffree Star. So these are just so good. You know, I have some of his originals as well. And normally when he does holiday collections, I pick up a couple of the flavors because normally they're just so fantastic. So we've got cherry soda here, we've got watermelon gum here, we've got blue raspberry sucker. You know, they smell amazing, they taste amazing, but most importantly, they work really well. You know, I have used so many different lip scrubs on the market, it's just not funny. And in my opinion, almost none of them can compare to the Jeffree Star formula. So the only other one that I really like that I don't have on me right now, because I have actually just finished it up recently, is the Frank Body coffee scrubs or lip scrubs that they do. They are also very, very good. The Jeffree Star ones, you know, I find to be very, very affordable. They do the job really well. I think they're great for exfoliating the lips and prepping them. You know, once you've sort of taken off the sugar or eaten it or whatever you want to do with it, it does leave you with a really nice oil sort of finish to the lips. And it is very, very comfortable. And then on top of that, of course, they're really also very, very good for removing any of his liquid lips as well. So highly recommend these. I think they are just fantastic. And that is it, guys. That is my little collection of lip products that I would recommend to anybody who's got dry lips. I think they are all fantastic in their own little right and work really well, and yeah, I would recommend them to anybody. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope it was helpful, and yeah, if you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Mwah, bye bye.